Welcome to Between the Pages. I'm your girl Markayla, and tonight we have the one and only author Kendra Necole. How are you
Hello.
doing, Miss Kendra Necole?
Hey, how are you?
Are you ready for us to turn the pages in your life?
Girl, you sure you want to do that?
I'm, t-
Yes,
I'm, I'm gonna get the flipping. I'm gonna get the flipping. I'm gonna get the flipping. How you doing?
I'm okay. Thank you. I'm just excited to be here.
Where is you joining us in from tonight?
Washington, D.C., my hometown.
Oh, you DC.
Southside all day. Thug.
DMV, DMV. All right. So we're gonna dive right on in. If you are just now joining us, please put your phones on mute and then also cut off your cameras. All right, because we are recording live. So the secrets. Girlfriend. Let me first start off by saying I love you.
I love you
I
too.
love you. I love you. And I love what you have done in the literary world and who you are in the literary world. And the author that you are, the author, thank you, the author that you are becoming as you grow on your journey and everything. Watching through the microscope. So we're gonna dive right on in. So how long have you been writing?
So I've been writing since 2020. It happened during the pandemic.
Mhm. So what inspired you? What's your
I want to say that, how some people got that personal story and say, I've been writing all my life.
right?
Shit, I didn't even want to write in school. So let's start there.
Okay.
Right. So I think that when the pandemic hit, and you faced with life or death and you start looking at your life, is what you gonna be remembered for. And I'm like, nothing. But I can go back even further and say when my cousin, who was like my brother, passed away, um I needed something to have an outlet. And so I started writing to channel that energy because I was facing depression really bad, really bad.
Mhm. So you just started writing from there to kind of get you some release,
Yes.
and then you find that it helped you. Writing has always been an outlet for me as well. And then it just became where I couldn't pick up the pen because I couldn't tell that story no more. I needed something else to make up something.
Yes.
I need some fiction in it because my real life was starting to be too hard to put on paper. So yeah, so um who is your biggest inspiration?
um my biggest inspiration, you know, I would say personally my mom, but in the writing world, I love Casey Mills.
Mhm.
Um, I think she's amazing.
Mhm.
And Keisha Irvin, those vets who been putting it in the game a long time. And there's so many other writers that I can name. I'll be naming all day, but those are the two that come to mind right away. But oh my God, the way they tell a story. Um, I wanted to do that.
Right, right. So you more well, I read your work, so I know you more of a storyteller. So when you start telling stories, what comes to your mind? How do you bring that forth and be able to put it onto the paper?
I tell people I use pictures. I don't use words right away. I think for me, words frustrate me right away. I like to see pictures. And the pictures in my mind, it tells me A, B, C, D, E, F, G, this is what we're gonna do. And when I see the pictures going in my mind, it's like my imagination run wild.
Right, right. So how many books you have in your catalog to date?
Now, now don't give me line. I swore I counted them, but I believe 16. I released one yesterday.
You did.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I think 16 now.
This is a special guest interview, so will be diving all into her newest release, A Sinful Christmas. So please stay with us in our journey of between the pages with Markayla and flipping those of Kendra Necole. So when it comes to subjects, you said like you paint pictures. So how else do you come up with your subjects in your books? How your books come up?
I'm gonna tell you, in my mind, a great story provoke pathos, emotion. It have all those things in it. And I learned that when I was in school, the emotions of writing. And when I'm writing, I used to write essays, right? You don't want to write like an essay.
No.
So, but I always start to that foundation and say, well, this is how I wrote an essay. But with creative writing, you got to be imaginative, have a voice. I learned to let my characters have the voice.
We talk all the time and you be like, they won't stop talking. They won't stop talking. A lot of authors be like, they won't stop talking. And I know you be like, they don't prop their feet up. They ain't going nowhere.
Attitudes and all, slamming stuff. What's wrong with you? Hey, I'm at work.
Right. Is any of your characters or are they based off of real life or real people, or you just kind of make them up as you go?
I would say every character that I wrote about is somebody I've met, known, family, pieces of my life. Because I'm nosy as hell. Don't do nothing in front of me. I ain't gonna tell your business, but I'm gonna show right about your damn business.
Ain't that it? So they just give them a different name and hey, you in that book.
You ain't gonna sue me, shit, but just know your business in there. You slept with two brothers. Oh, shouldn't say that on this. Ooh, well, true fact.
Right. I think it's impossible to not write about something real. And I mean, once you start writing, I think it's impossible. I mean, even if they're paranormal, I think it's impossible to just not put something in there that is realistic and that is real and something that you went through personally.
Right.
I think it's dang near impossible to do that. I know you write in urban fiction, romance, women's fiction. What would you say your favorite genre to write in?
It depends on my mood.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I don't like to be put in a box. So if somebody tell me I gotta write about a queen pin or a king pin, I'm not gonna write about it. I can show you better than I can tell you. I can write about anybody and make you fall in love with the average nigga. Let me tell you something. And there's no disrespect to people who feel like they can't. But to me, a mailman, I can get your bitch just as well as the kingpin. And so it's the swag. It ain't the occupation, baby. It's the swag.
Wait a minute, gang.
What you talking about?
Dropping gang.
What you talking about? If he a mailman, if he fine and he know how to talk, it don't matter about his occupation because you don't know what he gonna be in 5 years. That kingpin could be dead. I'm just saying. So I like to write about a variety of things. I don't just have to write about the dope boy. Now, do I like writing about it? Damn right. Do I like writing about that toxic stuff? Damn right. But do I like to be mellow when I want to? Depend on my mood. On my mood.
Right. So out of the genres you've written in, and the categories you've been placed in, what is a genre that you haven't written in but want to?
I want to do a paranormal, right? I'm scared, but I want to. But see, I know it depends on what the swagger gonna be about. Because I think people who do paranormal is amazing, especially our folks. I'm gonna shout them out because I don't think we get enough credit for our creativity.
That is correct.
Right. And so I would love to try, but damn it, I ain't gonna write about no mermaid. I ain't gonna sit here and I might do a werewolf. My mermaid might probably smoking some weed in the water. I ain't gonna bother her, but I might do a werewolf.
Listen, I'm all for that. I mean, I feel like the different I feel like don't box us in. Like I used to tell people when I used to go on dates or anything like that, don't count me out and think I don't want to go hiking, or don't count me out to think I don't want to go camping just because of my skin complexion. Right. Take me there too. Just take me there with a spin on it. You know what I mean? Still take me there, but still put that culture on it to make me, you know what I mean? Like, we might not know that we got to stop on the hike, okay? Know that I might need to do a few catches of the mirror, a couple selfies. Just don't think we're going to be going up there just all willy-nilly. No, keep keep me true to myself. And yeah, so I agree with you. But there are some paranormal writers that are amazing. And they can write that thing, and I'll be like, dang, was you part of Twilight? Was you? I mean, dang, you can write the heck out of that book. And I just commend them for even going there, but I don't find paranormal comes a little bit easier for me, believe it or not. It comes a little bit easier for me. I don't easier. I didn't say easy. I say easier for me. Because of the worlds that I can create in the underground that you can just make up, and it ain't gotta be in South Carolina, ain't gotta be in Virginia, ain't gotta be here. It can be on another planet. And you can just start calling the planets whatever you want to. So
Yes.
I like that. I like just creating a whole world. Um, are you a reader?
Damn right. I be in them reading groups cutting up, and people don't know. You see, because I'm real respectful. At the end of the day, I was a reader before I was a writer. So you won't even know who and I leave reviews too, respectfully. I don't uh tear people up in reviews. That's not my style, because I damn sure don't want nobody to do it to me. And but I do read. I read.
Yeah, read.
All my book. I will back click. Sometimes I read more than I write. Shit.
What when you go to reading, what's your genre? What genre you go to?
So I'm a little mushy. I do like my romance.
Here we go.
Um, I just Christina C. Jones is another fave. I love her. Alexandria House. Oh God.
I love that.
I love. Oh Lord Jesus.
I already
I love it.
who?
I it's so many of them that I can just list. I just think that the way they write is amazing. I just love the flow. I love the way they describe the words, how it flow off the pages. Shay Davis, I read Shay Davis too. Uh, I read a lot of my pen sisters books. Um, I love them a lot, especially by Jay, Melanie B. Knox. You know, I have, oh my goodness, so many of them. They all, I don't want to put myself in the genre of writing
Right. Of who.
Nika P. I so many people that I can read it's depending on my mood. Because I do read romance a lot, but when I want to kill a nigga, I read the best of the best. I want you to kill them right. Masterpiece. So I just be here all night. So it's so many of them that one thing about me, I'm not just saying, oh, I'm reading, you know what I mean? I'm not reading just to say, oh, I'm reading. Like, no, I love to read. Like I am a reader, like reader. Like I'm a reader. Like I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
I you know what I'm saying? I read, baby. I read.
That's good. That's
Yes.
good. I know we talked about you reading your pen sisters, and I know that you were with up under another publisher, and then you just so tell me about that journey of transitioning to indie.
Well, as you can see, I still say pen sisters because they're gonna always
Yes,
be
I
my pen
do.
sisters.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what. I think that I was under K Renee 3-4 years. It was amazing. In the sense of I learned so much. I was able to I had creative control. I love the fact that I was able to pick my covers. You know, we collaborated on a lot of stuff and I appreciated it. And I met some beautiful women along the way. The journey to go indie wasn't something that happened overnight. It was something that was thought about. Because one thing about it, Kay Renee is a big woman in the industry and she's great at what she does. And so, stepping away after completing my contracts it was a big decision to make, and I couldn't take it lightly. And I'm gonna be honest, I'll sit here to say when I did it, I was nervous. It's like a baby bird stepping away from all she knows in the writing industry, because one thing about it, she took a chance on Kendra Necole when nobody knew who the hell Kendra Necole was. You know, before my name was put on a book, my name was put on a contract, and she took that and she gave me an opportunity to let me to speak on my on her platform, you know, on her publication. And I'm forever grateful for that. I met a lot of people that I cherish their friendships. But it was scary, and it's still scary being in. It's scary, but you do what you do, and you learn and you grow. Every day is a learning opportunity.
Right.
And I would not be where I am. I don't care what nobody says. Everybody may have a different conversation and a different scenario, but I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't sign to a publisher first. That's my story. And so I'm forever grateful. I wish everybody nothing but luck. I still talk to a lot of them. I still share books. It doesn't matter. To me, once I am affiliated with you, I'm affiliated with you. So regardless of the fact is my books, 12 of them, 12, it still says KRP. And I'm a rep them the same.
That's right. That's right. That's, you know, to be in a place where you can say, I'm thankful for where I was. And I also know that I'm scared. I was scared of where I'm going. But you know, this is something that Kendra needed to do. This is something that I need to do on my own to navigate my own and become on my own. And sometimes we have to take those leaps in life. We have to jump out on faith. And we have to take those leaps in life because at some point, you know, that's what it's supposed to be, right? You're supposed to take me to here, and then I'm supposed to take my own self to here, because at the end of the day, you know, whatever publisher, a publisher's out there, they out there, you know what I'm saying? But let me see how far I can go. And then if anything happened and so happened I fall, I know that they will always be there.
Because baby, when I jumped, I didn't know who the hell I was jumping to. You like a bird. You like, okay, mama bird. You know, I look at your publishers like your mama bird in the literacy.
Yeah.
And it's like you want their respect and love, right?
Yeah.
And when you leaving your mama bird, I don't care what nobody say, that comfort, you just jump. Shit, I didn't jump, but I'm like, that don't catch me. I mean, and you know, still days, it's like you miss that. But because I have the relationships that I still have a team. You know what I mean? Like I would tell you, Melanie, I talked to Melanie B, by Jay, which is Jessica, and a lot of my pen sisters, and I still call them that all the time. We cracking up because we created a bond in this literacy world, and we are going to continue that bond regardless of where we go in life. If I see you at an event, it's nothing changed. Because to me, if I do that, I wasn't genuine. And it got to be all love. You know what I mean? And as women, we got to come together. It doesn't matter in any decision we make.
Definitely. And to be Black women,
well,
to be in the same industry, doing the same job, you know what I mean, is already hard enough. And I know I speak to different people about it, but I see where, sorry, Amazon, but I see where Amazon is sometimes taking the Black culture and the Black literacy world, and how they are saying African American, or they took out Black and they just put African American on it, and then allow anybody to be placed in those categories. And it's like, what is for us? And I be, sometimes I wish y'all will all come together as one and be like, no, we got to stop it. Because if you don't stop it, they're going to continue to do it. And then money is going to change. And then the pennies to a page is going to be less than that. You know what I mean? So I feel like y'all have to come together.
Yes.
And sometimes as Black women, we can become cliquey, and we can come over here, we can come over there. And at the same time, listen, baby, because if you don't eat, I don't eat, and we don't eat.
And I like to eat.
And yes. And I feel like I ain't gotta fix your plate. But we all need to get this food.
And I ain't gotta knock it over. And I don't gotta knock it over either.
You get what I'm saying? So
I gotta knock that plate.
Yeah, I agree. jumping back into your book. So you say you got 16 books in your catalog. What is your favorite book out of your catalog?
Oh, hell no.
Yes.
You know what? Let me say something. All my books are my children.
So don't talk about your babies.
I'm gonna break it down like this. Can I break it down like this? I can't say my favorite, but I can sum it up in a way that you will understand where I'm coming from.
Here we go.
Twisted Off That Cali Love was my first book that ever dropped and was my first #1 ever bestseller.
So it's your birth. You gave birth to that.
That was my birth. That was my baby. That helped me out of my depression and gave me a me. Upgraded to a Cali Balls was my novella after that, and it gave me my first book for over 500 reviews. My Christmas book, A Cozy Christmas with a G, Cozy Christmas with a G, was that I can write my ass off and give you a story, baby, and tell it. And so I love that one too. But then I got my No Looking Back, told you I'm going to write what I want to write and don't care. When Love Hits 1 and 2 and 3, that book was when people started to take notice of my pen game. It's a minute, dog. I'm gonna let y'all slide. But I think, to be honest with you, Caught Up in the Rhythm, in A Sinful Mind, my indie books, they mean a lot to me because I took a chance on myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, would I say my favorite book in the whole wide world is Caught Up in the Rhythm? Because Caught Up in the Rhythm, if it wasn't Caught Up in the Rhythm, A Sinful Mind wouldn't have been able to walk and run. You know what I mean? And it may not. Sinful Mind is my best book that everybody known me for lately. And I respect it. I love it. But if it wasn't for Caught Up in the Rhythm, we wouldn't have a Sinful King. Period. Because that book would contribute to my indie career. Like, I love me some Nardo, Dirty Dick Nardo. Y'all about to check him out. Big Mama.
Okay. Let me tell you something. What you doing? You speeding me up ahead. You speeding me up. You speeding me up. No, so we look. No, it's perfectly fine. But right now, what we're gonna do is game time. It's game time. It's game time. Yes, game time. It's game time because when we get back from game time, we're going to be diving all into how Simple K and Maryland even came to play.
Oh, shit. I love him. Got my oil.
You get your oil. All right. Jumping straight out the box. You ready? This or that. This or that. I am submission or I am the dominant one. Sub or dom?
Can I do an or? No. Now for my bae, I'm submissive because my mother said you need a man, okay? But my mother told me no man don't run me. But she want me to get married, y'all. Yeah. So I'm a submissive and respect my man. Right. But I'm dominant to the streets. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me like you crazy. My man, I'm submissive.
Say it with your whole chest.
My whole chest. Now, because he go to work. I'm not a submissive to a man who don't work. I don't care, ladies. I said it. I don't care who offended. Right. Man don't work, don't eat. One man don't work, don't eat. But man don't work, don't eat. I wasn't. No. I ain't submissive.
Don't you just love him? Let me tell you, my people has always, I mean, they like a man don't work, they don't eat. Yes, and then it's also if he don't know how to lead, don't you damn near follow that man. He got to follow the right guide and then be led that, and you got to lead, and then I can follow that. You know what I mean?
You see,
but yeah, you gotta learn how to. Listen, baby, you gotta learn how to darn walk in them shoes.
You better walk, motherfucker. I walk out the door. Shit,
not in the Adidas. I'm weak.
These little ass Adidas. I walk out your life. You can't leave, motherfucker. I'm not sitting there with you. Excuse me.
This or that. Polyamorous, or I'll just deal with the baby mama drama, or we can all just live together.
Now let me say something. Let me be politically correct. Whatever y'all do in y'all bedroom, that's good with me. Okay, but let me tell you something. My man can't have no two women. Why? Because shit, she might start doing him better than me, and then I lose my man, and then I'm single. No, my knees can't do Megan like that. I'm gonna try to be Megan, but I might be silly. No, no, no. And I'm not doing with the baby mama drama either. If you got the baby or the drama, you could go because I cut her and you and the baby. I'm not gonna sit here and fake.
So we gotta pick polyamorous, or I'd rather deal with the baby mama drama.
Well, I'm gonna have to. I guess I'm gonna have to be with the poly because I ain't gonna deal with no drama.
I'm weak.
Shit, I'm out.
I was not expecting that one.
I guess I got beat me. She gonna be stealing my man, and I'm gonna be single. Don't let her do it better than me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, this or that, ride or die, or first sight of trouble, I'm out.
Oh, I'm a ride or die. I'll ride or die. Let me change that. If you in that 25 to life, I ain't riding or dying with you. Shit, you just gonna be by yourself. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I ain't riding or dying with shit. But my baby, I'm a ride or die. But I ain't doing no 25 like that. You a damn fool.
He got a number on it.
It got a number.
Yeah.
If the judge say you've been sentenced to 18,450 more months, bitch, get your bag. He's gonna be in there a while. Not at all. Not me. Kendra Necole not doing it.
Yo, I'm weak. Every interview is
but I'm a ride or die. I'm a ride or die. I ain't one of those women in the books. I ain't gonna say like I ain't snitching though. I'm gonna be with you, but I ain't doing no 1,855 months and 35 years. Hey, bitch, please. Shit. I ain't doing it. Shit can't even work. You can be in it.
This or that, urban romance or contemporary romance?
Can it?
No, it can't be. It can't be. It's called this or that.
All right, well.
Like, do we need to have that drama in it and then we end up being in love, or it's all gotta be?
You know what? I'm kind of drama, so I'm gonna do urban romance.
You kinda?
Yeah, because I'm always writing, sleeping with people and hiding babies, and the woman found out her husband was gay, and they had a baby and stuck. So yeah, I'm a little drama, so I'm gonna do urban.
I know that's
I try to do. I be swearing I'm romance because people be saying I'm a little romance. When I think about it, I'm a little romance, urban romance. Never mind. I'm gonna stop telling. I'm gonna stop saying that I'm a little all romance.
Okay, this or that. Take me out, or we can Netflix and chill.
You know what?
First date though.
First date? Oh shit! I ain't coming to your house. I don't know you. You might kill me. Shit. My babe took me out. I never forget. We went to the movies because we was broke, struggling college kids then, and we went to go eat. And I remember it. I remember when I was in IHOP feeling sexy, and we was in Silver Spring and going to the movies. So I'll go out there.
Go out to eat.
And go watch
last one. Let's see. Let's see now. No, we got two more. Sorry. Last one. Not last one. Next to last. This or that, arranged marriage or one night stand with a baby?
I got to think about that. Do a range.
I mean, make me marry. I gotta marry this dude, or
is it a billionaire or average duck?
Just the arranged marriage. No, we ain't doing no billionaires. I'm saying, Kendra, go out the house, arranged marriage right now, or one night stand with a baby.
Oh,
either way, you stuck with this too.
But damn. The arranged marriage probably would be all right if he was a billionaire. Y'all be writing about in those books. But just my luck, I'm gonna get a broke ass. So I just have to do the baby and just get that nigga for child support. But what if he ain't got no money?
I'm too weak.
Damn it, I just take the man because the damn baby can't go. He be crying all the damn time, dog.
Okay, you heard that. Last question. All right, this or that, if you could spend the holidays with one of your families out of your book, would it be A Cozy Christmas with a G? Or would it be For the Love of Christmas? Or would it be A Sinful Christmas?
Oh hell, that I love all of them, but baby, I'm going to that millionaire nigga simple house and that bitch throwing that on you because you know it's gonna be some drama up in
Say it's
there.
gonna be some drama.
Well, because I'm gonna slide in his bed too. That man on that damn cover looking that goddamn good. I'm gonna slide my ring off a little bit. Say, have to, you get married, motherfucker, and I get sinful. Shit. We gonna tag team them for that
Hey,
money.
it's gonna be a polyamorous.
Polly, heck to get married. My
I
baby
am
get
weak. I
my
am
baby get
weak.
married. My baby get married, and I get sinful. You heard what I said? Shit, we gonna tag team them.
Mary gonna pass out.
She gonna pass out when she sees you. I'm gonna say, make sure you do it, babe. Get up. Oh shit. I'm gonna say, make sure you don't forget.
This is author Kendra Necole with us. Uncut, unfiltered, and exclusive. Speaking of A Simple Christmas, listen. So today is a special guest with us, and we're gonna dive into A Sinful Christmas. I've read the book. I've read the book. Tell us where Mary and Sinful was their first appearance.
Well, Sinful came from, as I said, caught up in the rhythm, and he was a drug addict and had demons, and he fell out in front of Nardo, and Nardo was like, "Break this nigga up. He's a millionaire. He ain't died." And Big Mama in the book told me that Simple had a story. So shout out to my babe for giving me the name Simple K. The Simple K, fun fact, I was supposed to make him a antagonist in the book, but then Simple told me no, him and Rhythm are like brothers and sisters. And so I created Rhythm as antagonist. So Simple K asked me about to be Simple dead, but that's another story. So it didn't go that way.
Okay,
And
good. We're
and
glad.
then right, thank God, because shit, I've been fucking my money. And so I decided to keep him. And then I had no idea who to put him with. And then I was doing shout out to K-Renee and our project we did went to Fresh Valentine's, and I was doing Avery, and we decided to I put her in that book and the cousin came out. And Mary Lamb was so sweet and so positive that I just loved it. She came out of nowhere when she threw oil on him, and it was done. It was done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was done.
Let's jog on into A Simple Mind, where you actually was able to see Mary and Simple characters play out. So tell us how you came up with matching those two.
I feel like Mary, I think Mary, I think Mary came from a place of growth. I have a cousin like Mary. I don't mean I put her out here, but I have a cousin like me. And so when I put her and Sinful together, I didn't know the dynamic that what it was going to be, because she loved Lord and he couldn't stand the Lord. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know that retrospect. And so when I did it, I didn't know that it was going to be of this magnitude.
Right.
I didn't know people was going to love them so much. And some people don't understand Mary. And for the people who don't, Mary wasn't meant for them. People can't believe that. I'm gonna say this without offending anybody. Well, I hope it. I don't give a shit if I do. People can't believe that it's people like Mary that ain't fucking. I mean, we all grown, and Mary didn't choose to fuck. She chose to be a woman of Christ, and that was her choice. And it's people that act like me, or they're not as street smart as Mary. It's people that we know, we just don't think that they can be like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then with inside of A Sinful Mind, I mean mentally he went through so much, and then honestly mentally she went through so much. Just trying to get off and up under her grandma Mabel.
Oh, that bitch.
Get off and up under her grandma, and I think just her trying to spread her wings, and Sinful is like, I mean, they kind of helped each other
Yes.
in that book. And so in Sinful Minds, if you have not read A Sinful Minds, it is available on Amazon. And then our latest release that brought on Spin the Block. We spent the block on them guys and brought in A Sinful Christmas. Okay, let's unpack A Sinful Christmas. What made you want to go back with those characters again?
I felt like Sinful wasn't done. We seen him as a fuck up. We gave him his redemption, but I didn't show you him as a man. Like when somebody struggles with addiction, people say, well, that's not a disease. It gotta be, because who wants to walk around and do drugs and put poison into their body? And you don't even know the reasons why they doing it. Because when I created Sinful was created he was a drug addict. The media portrayed him. They didn't know he was a young boy who lost his entire fucking family at the age of 9. And he had demons on his back. So when I created him, baby, I knew I wanted to spin the block to show how a good ass father he was. I wanted to show you how a good husband he was. And I wanted to evolve Mary. I wanted you to see that it's not, she can love her Jesus and get some style, baby.
Yes, Mary grew up in this book. Yes. Mary evolved as a woman in this book, came into her own. I mean, not to the point of transforming her into this woman that wasn't going to still be true to herself, because of course you couldn't take years of what was she taught and just be like, I'm done away with that. She still had to keep her class with it. And I like that. I like some points that I want to point out inside of A Sinful Christmas. So the foster kids, Sydney,
baby,
and Sasha. So what made you name them kids the same name that his family was?
You know what? When I did it, I felt like, I believe I'm very spiritual, and I believe that this was his second chance of being with those that he wanted to protect. Is when he said that his sister said, I value time. You know what I mean? In the midst of this book, I lost my aunt, my love. And I had to focus and give my all in the emotion. So when Sydney, it was a scene, and then I'll share it, when he took the ornament from his sister and he says, why did you make this? Mama dead, she ain't coming back. I wrote that 3 days after my aunt died. And it was real. And so I felt like I named 3 kids after his sisters, because, and named one of them, of course, one of them is a boy because he had 3 sisters, but I wanted him to get that time with them again.
Right. And so another point that I want to talk about is Grandma Mabel.
Oh, that bitch.
Grandma Mabel. I don't want to give the story away at all, but I wanted to touch on some points. And Grandma Mabel's a trip. Okay.
Can I say something about Grandma Mabel?
You can.
You can't make people change. Old dogs can't do no damn new tricks. I don't care if they're 99-year-old German Shepherd, that motherfucker is not going to change. I don't care how many people you try to see to change. They're going to be stuck in their ways. And I think about Granny Mabel is she tried to break Mary. She took Mary, if you read A Sinful Mind, to break Mary, to mold her into something that she can control. And once she couldn't control her any longer, if we have these type of relationships with people, because people control you too, friendships, relationships, work, everything. I'm gonna tell you something. Kendra Necole not gonna be controlled by nobody. My mama don't even control me. She respects me. She doesn't control me. And I realize
there's a difference.
Right?
There is a difference.
Right? People who love you, they don't control you. So domestic violence, when they hitting you, they controlling you. When your grandma telling you you're going to go to hell if you do this, with the Bible, they're controlling you. And I don't like to get deep, but I'll get deep. That's control. And Grandma Mabel was a control freak who wanted to break Mary. But this time around, Mary Lamb has something for her rash. She says, I'm grown. This is my house. These are my children. And this is my man. I can live. I may love you, but you won't control me. Not no more.
I know that's right. I know, I know that is right. So another point. Listen, Phoebe got a man. Shantae's got a man.
Oh, Phoebe got a man. Shit. I love
Phoebe's
Phoebe.
got a man. Phoebe's got a man. So, as you know, inside of A Sinful K, Phoebe is Mary's mother with special needs. And so, yeah, so check that out also. And then, like, understanding that sinful becomes sincere. Sinful K becomes sincere. I mean, he's still badass sinful K. Don't get it twisted. But he becomes sincere. So inside of that book is packed with a lot of emotions, laughter, heartfelt. I mean, I laughed through it. Lord, there was so many different scenes in there. I'm trying to figure out which one to paint. That was my favorite. I mean, the football game. Oh my God. Y'all got to check it out if you have not read it. And I know Book Bessies will be bringing Kendra Necole on November the 26th, and we'll be going all in through A Sinful Christmas. So yes, the different elements that you brought in, we even seen Nardo and them bring an appearance inside of there as well, and the lovely people that you added to the cast, which is the foster children.
I love them.
And then Lala Ghost.
Oh, that bitch. I love her. Let me tell you something. I Lala. I love Lala. Can I say about my Lala?
Yes, please tell us about Lala.
Thanks to my girl. She know who she is. Just raise your hand if you know her. Who, came up with an understanding that to show sinful K, we have to show temptation around sinful K. I don't give a damn how sober he is and how faithful he is. He got eyes. And a sexy woman you working with in the studio, you gonna be enticed. But he's respectful. I'm a man at the end of the day, but I got what I have at home.
Right.
So you putting your big boobs at me is I don't care about nothing. I got my wife at home. Right. She not going to, she pours into me. She don't take from me. She pours into me.
I like that. I like that. Because a lot of times, sometimes we think using what we have down here is what actually reels them in. It's not. It's what we pour into them up here. And then we might have to chase around with them until they get right a little bit. But what we pouring into them is always going to stick with them, even if we had a spin a block. Me and my husband is a spin a block couple. So give it up for the spin a block. Don't mean that always you have to be like, nah, I was done with that man. Like I'm done. No, because time grows people. I mean, who people are at the core will never change. But if you knew that person was good at the core, and I mean, it had some tweaking, and you see something you can work with, I'm not opposed to spinning the block. Because I probably want maturity, and I can tell you right now, it's a couple of I let go because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, and I knew I messed up for real. But it was on me. But the spin block that I did, I'm good with my spin block. I'm on my Aunt Shanti. Hope she get the ring next time. Sidebar for that one. I know.
Rain on me. Ring on me. God damn it, I'm rooting for you, Nelly. I mean, shit, I still want her to sing them hits now. Shit, foolish and on them.
I know that is right. So tell us a little bit of Kendra Necole outside of being an author. Who are you, girl?
Okay, let's see who I am. For people who know me, my Kendra Necole is my middle name. She wanted to name me Necole, trying to be fancy and shit, mom. But Kendra Canty, I always separate the two. Kendra Necole is the writer. Kendra Canty is me. I'm an only child on my mother's side. It's just me, so I see things differently to a different vantage point. So sometimes my people got to check me and bring me back. That is not all about me. But I also am a aspiring school teacher. I go to Trinity University, and I work with special needs children in the self-containment room. Especially a self-containment room is when they have disabilities that prevent them from being in a general ed classroom. However, it's a rewarding job for me. Every day is a different experience and a challenge because they have special needs. But just because they have special needs, they're special people. They're the most courageous and sweet and most lovable children in the world. You just have to connect with them. That's why I put in my books people with special needs, because they are human. They're people. They're purposeful. I work with kids with autism and anger issues and learning disabilities. And once you understand that they are the gift and you give them the tools and resources, they could be anything they want to be. And I love that. So Kendra Necole is a teacher. That's why I'm able to write the way I do, because I'm a teacher at the end of the day. And when people say, "Oh, your grandma," you're lying, damn it, I'm a teacher. I tell you that right now. They wouldn't want me to teach your kids, okay? But I'm a funny person when I love you. I will laugh with you. I'm a good friend if we're good friends. But if I'm done with you, it's a wrap. But I'm getting better. I used to see things only with black and white or gray, one of the motherfucking areas. But now I'm trying to see a little color. And so Kendra Necole is just real, honest, gonna say what she feels. And I'm not gonna fake it for nobody. I'm not. I'm not with the clicks, even at my job. I don't do that. I love all. I love all who love me. Let's say that.
Yeah.
I'm a trip though. I'm a trip
I,
now.
I'm learning that I had to learn the energy you pour in people. You're not gonna get that back. I mean, sometimes they do not mind leaving you empty. They will call you and get all your salt. And then when you do not have no more drizzle, you out, you have no one to pour into you. So and then you looking and you defeated. I do also want to pause for a minute and say that where I'm located right now, a huge hurricane storm or whatever has just came out the blue. So if we lose signal or anything like that, just know that that is what's going on right now. So yes, so I'm with you with the special need. I used to work with special needs for 9 years. As I was an administrator, and then I became the physical instructor for them. And I love the adult side of it. I love the adults. I love geriatric. I love anything doing with the adults. So commend you for even taking. It takes patience. It takes patience. It takes time. It takes being able to modify word, everything to be able to get them to understand it. And so I commend you for not just separating them, but including them in the world. Yeah.
They can get it too.
What is something that I know, right? I know.
No, thank you.
That is for real.
Miss Canty doesn't like it. But Miss Canty doesn't like it. Take a seat, take a moment, get yourself together. And they know that. And they, oh, I love them. I love them.
No, my first ever scar, I tell them, is right here. A child took a big chunk of meat out of my bone and out of my skin. It was like this big old huge, and it was like when he pulled back, it was just all in his mouth, and it was just, I was like, did you just? And I got to live with the scar. And crazy thing is that happened when I was very, very young, and they just became a special place in my heart. I don't know.
Yes.
But what is there something that the readers don't know about you? Don't know about you. I know we just learned a lot, but what is something that we don't know about you? When I say that, introvert, allergic to this, that, What is something?
Well, a lot of people don't know that I'm on my fitness journey, but I lost about 125 pounds.
Oh,
Um,
girl.
when I was younger, I was snatched. Then depression hit, and you get a little sick. And I'll shout out to my thick sisters who wear it well, because baby, y'all do. And there's a few of y'all who just wears it beautiful.
Yes,
But I
they do.
decided, because it wasn't good health wise for me, that I had to shed the pounds. Me and my babe took the transition. He helped me, and we started eating food. People don't know, like I said, I'm the only child with my mama. Um, and, you know, people don't know that I am one of the most loyal people in the world. If you're loyal to me, I'll give you my shirt off my back. And I tell people, my favorite slogan is, you don't work for free, because I don't care if you're my friend or not. I feel like we all in the grind in business, and I want my friends to know that if I'm eating, we eating together. And if my
I
friends
tell
start
you
eating,
that.
if my friend got 5 plates and I got 4, I'm not trying to knock over her plate to get, because I want more than her. That's not me. That I want people to know that about me. I'm not a hater. I'm a
That's what's up.
congratulator.
That's what's up. Even from a distance. Even from a distance. I don't gotta tell you every day, but even from a distance, I see you. You feel me? It's called peripheral for a reason. I see you. All right. So with this book coming up and coming out, and well, it came out. It came out. We dropped. What happened was we were supposed to get a date of the 19th. And we got an early Christmas gift, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was dropping in 19. Let me say this. Them damn women on them charts, I love all y'all. Cause y'all be dropping them goddamn books like you're slinging crack cocaine. And there's a bunch of y'all I can't keep up with. I'm like, damn, well, he's still writing my first book. She over there wrote the 6. But I think for me, I decided to drop it on my own way because I was nervous. I have a book called what is my damn book called? Madonna and the Finish Forever. The Riches That Matter. And it came out and it did great, but I wanted it to do a little bit better for my expectation. But I decided to spin the block again and do it right. And when it came out, I said I never lived by the codes anyway, so I dropped. And hey, right now we at number 8, baby. We're at number
That's what's
8,
up.
baby.
That's what's up.
They read them. I'm like, hold that prayer, hold that.
I heard it. I know that's right. That is what's up. When you say like they be slinging in books, listen, they be slinging in books so bad. I be like, oh man, and sometimes it be the same author. I be like, oh Lord, what y'all over there doing? You got it already downloaded
Shout
and
out
just
to
put
Masterpiece. Shout out to Masterpiece. She be dropping, baby. She be dropping. She be moving. K Nicole, they be dropping. Like, it's so many of them that just be dropping. I see you. I'm like,
Yes.
dang. I mean, it's a bunch. I'm over
They
there
be
like
doing.
Monica Walters, man. I'm watching the beauty of it, and I'm loving it. To see them winning, man, I'm loving it. I'm over there like, damn, write that damn thing and be good at it too. This understand it. They may be dropping, but they dropping quality, baby.
Right.
And
Right.
I love anthologies. So K Renee and them got anthologies. I'm loving it. Volume 1, volume 2. They got a few of them. So I'm like, damn, everybody. So I'm shouting out, everybody, get them books and get mine too. Goddamn it, it's Christmas. It's new. All that shit. We need.
I know that's right. Because although it is a Christmas book, it comes in on Christmas. I mean, it comes on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So so it is very appropriate for its release date because it comes right in on Ezra. He comes right in on his gobble. He comes right in.
He was gobbling.
Yes.
You know what? When I wrote that scene, I didn't know. I wrote it as a baby, right? Like, you think a 7-year-old ain't gonna gobble. Because you think about these generations, they turned up. But let me tell you something. You got to think. I mean, maybe this may be offended. It may do. I don't. Money and status give you different outlooks. Ezra ain't looking about picking up his mama or helping his mama with the bills. He ain't worrying about that at 7, hitting the block. I ain't trying to be funny. That's everybody. Everybody got different testimonies. Uncle Richard? Oh, come on through, Uncle Richard. Don't worry. And so, it's a different approach. So Ezra, he was gobbling and doing his thing, and because he rich. He rich. He a rich one, you know. And so, hold on 1 second, y'all.
We'll be right back with you guys. How y'all doing?
I'm back. You okay, Rich? Oh, my mother. And so, I just loved it. I just loved it. I love that.
Really, really good. I think you executed this story. I think you executed this story very well. Gave a vision, put us right there at the scene. I mean, you know, like I said, you got to read, but also like the skating ring. I thought I was at the ring too. You know, I thought I was there too. The food fight, you know, I'm like, everything that came to play inside of a Sinful Christmas. I just love it. I love the title. I love everything about it. I love the cover. Oh my God, Jesus. Yes, the cover. The cover is everything.
Baby. Let me tell you something. That's an AI.
Yes.
That's an AI man on that cover. If AIs is looking like that, these real men ain't got shit on that AI. I'm ready to take him off. Me, him, and my baby gonna be laying in the bed together. That's a fine man on that damn cover, Lord.
Yes, indeed, it is. Yes, it is. It is. So when you go into writer's mode, how you get in the zone?
I'm a woman of emotions. So for me, a lot of people can't write when they sad. I feel like writing helps me get through anything that I'm going through because it helps me. How I get in the mode is what I'm writing, what I need it to be like, and it will deliver. And if I don't want to write it and they not talking, I'm not right. I don't give a damn about no check. You're not going to have me in these streets looking crazy if that damn storyline is horrible. And one thing about Kendra Necole, like it or not, Kendra Necole is going to make you cry. But I'm going to give you honesty with mine. I don't write fillers. If I write about molestation, I'm talking, we're gonna talk this shit out through this book. And it has helped people. So when I write with the feeling that I'm going to catch the people and be the voice. I'm speaking for the unknowns. I'm speaking for the people who don't have a say, who's a domestic. My first book was about domestic violence. And I commend any woman who has made it out. And just because they haven't made it out right now does not mean they're weak or they want to be there. They have to find their strength and their power. So my first book was about domestic violence. So when I write deep, I do research on stuff that I want to talk about. I talk about the real people in the streets, real, not fairy tale, real.
Right. Do you have like a ritual?
Repeat that again, babe.
Do you have like a ritual when you get ready to write? Music, candles.
I pray that the words flow. I pray that the message that I'm writing is the message that needs to be spoken. Money don't matter nothing to me. And I've had great money. I'm not going to sit here and say, baby, Simple Mind made me blessed. I'll say that. Caught Up in the Rhythm did too, and a few of my other things. But I would say that my ritual is being authentic and staying true to myself. People say they stay in their lane. That's what they say. But you got to truly stay in your lane. And even in the mud of you, when someone tell you you're not doing it right, and you say, I know what I am doing. I know what I'm standing on. Because when people get in my inbox and I'm sad that my books didn't stay at one time, didn't stay on the charts the way that I wanted them to, when people in my inbox giving me their testimony and saying, I am Sinful K, I know what that means. It don't,
Right.
it's bigger than the charts then.
It
Because
is. Yeah.
it's like, wow, when they giving testimonies of ritual, that's my ritual. My ritual is for the people getting prepared to talk to them again. Because when they pump me up, when they hype me, my fans, I tell people, I don't call them my fans. I call them my motivation. They hype me up. Without them clicking that damn, I don't care if it's Kindle Unlimited, paying it out, with it's their finger. Without their hands, their toes, however they get how to click my book, if it wasn't for them, who gives a damn? I'll be just nothing.
Right.
I give all the glory to them. And my Heavenly Father, number one. Amen.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So speaking of how people are downloading and how people are helping and being inspired and everything, how do you feel about like reviews? Do you feel like reviews are needed? Reviews, do you even care? Like, let us know.
I think the beginning of my career, they used to bother me. And I don't read reviews. I have people read them to me. And that's my offer. And people are like, well, why? You tell them to leave them. Because I want you to tell me the work, but I have to process the feeling of which. And one thing about me, critiquing is one thing. Tearing me down and telling me how you feel I should have wrote a book. No, we're not going to do that. And I think people are afraid to speak their truth on that. I'm all about critiquing because I want you to tell me what could make me better. That's how I knew how to evolve Mary. However, what you're not going to say is, I wouldn't have wrote her like that because you may not know of a Mary, but it's somebody who else did. So reviews don't bother me if unless they're tearing at me telling authors you shouldn't be a writer. Do I come to your job when you stripping or just on your back land and getting your money to mess with you? Do I judge you? I'm just saying. Do I come to your job as a pediatrician to tell you how to do your job or a teacher? No. I think that we need to stop telling people how to do their job because authors are doing their job. Our job is to perform. And in the words of Erykah Badu, I'm sensitive about my shit.
I know that's right. I know that is right. I know that is right. It's a difference between being constructive and being destructive.
Yes.
It is. It is.
Yes.
You just, and then, but at the same time, I know people, but like, I respect their opinion. I'm telling my skin ain't that thick. So I know I always tell any authors like, don't go through your thing, just read and read and read, because then you're gonna be so absorbed on what people said you can't be able to write your next book. You ain't focused, all this other stuff. So, and then it makes your next book trash. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because now you focus on pleasing the person. Now you focus on whatever you didn't say in that one you need to say in series 2 or whatever, and it becomes homework.
And I agree. And another thing is for the authors who are damn great authors who only got 10 reviews. Baby, we see you. Don't think we don't see what you doing. Baby, you have a gift too. And just because you ain't got 100 or 200 reviews or 300 reviews doesn't mean, hey, Uncle Richard, doesn't mean that you're not doing your job. Eventually, you will get those reviews. Eventually, you will get them. And if you never get them until it's your time, just know the 10, if they all 5 or whatever they are, just know they're great. And it's telling you to keep going. It's telling you. My first book reached 100 reviews after almost a year. And it finally got 3. My highest book today got 721 reviews. And I'm like, damn. But I can't expect every book to be like that. Give yourself a goal, what you want. If I want 200 reviews, I want 100 reviews. That's how I look at it.
Right. I want to talk about the book that you put out before a Christmas, A Sinful Christmas, and that was for the Riches That Matters. Tell us a little bit about that story.
Let me say this. That book is the best and worst thing for me. The best thing because it tested my versatility. But I also felt that it was slept on because, and I'm gonna be honest, it's the midst of me leaving my publisher to do that book, and it was nervous, and it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but it did what I needed it to do. It needed to tell me, baby, you can write anything you want to, and you stand on it. The book is about two lovers who sacrifice everything to have their baby. And the evolution of that story takes you on stages of their journey. And baby, Donovan, oh, Pierre is a man. He had a scholarship to go away to one of the top universities to play football. But instead of doing his dream, he sacrificed his dream to be a father. And one thing about it, two things for sure: mama's baby, daddy's maybe. That means the daddy can walk away or go. But baby, he stood with her through the end. And the testimony of it to see their greatness. But once they reached the mountaintop of success, Mr. Donovan forgot who was there with him, his wife. And what I love, sometimes you may love someone. And I've been with my partner, tomorrow's our anniversary. We've been together almost 15 years. And I've been with him since I was 19 and he was 18. I'm 34 years old. He's not the same person I fell in love with. Every day he sheds and sheds and sheds. But he understands that he's my friend at the end of the day. And as he evolved and graduated college and did all of these amazing things, I found myself becoming forever resentful that my life wasn't what it was supposed to be, because me and him both had a plan to success, and he reached his magnitude faster than the hell I reached mine. So as I loved him and was proud of him, I was imploding inside and battling with myself because Kendra Necole, Kendra Canty, whatever the hell you want to call me, was struggling and I was drowning, and he couldn't save me because I had to save myself. So I am forever. Love my partner. And people can sit here and say, oh, I'm not jealous of my partner's success. You're not jealous, but if they evolving and you're not, it's going to become confliction and complication, yeah. Right? That's he true. Making the bacon. He not telling you, but you feel that he's moving differently without you. Mm-hmm. So you avoid it. Like he used to have like work things he would ask me to go to, and I was a nanny, and he wanted me to go. He loved me, baby. When I say my man loves me through everything, he said, "My babe, come on, you could come." And one day I told him, I cried. I said, "I don't want to go because I'm not at a place where I want to be. I'm a person where my accomplishment was." And he says, "You don't have to be ashamed of nothing. And at that moment, he loved me as a nanny, as a paraprofessional, as a teacher. He just loved me. I had to love myself. So that story is about getting back to the roots of loving yourself as a woman and as a man. Because even though you grow together, don't mean you're going to grow in the same directions. And that's why I feel like that's a great book and the reviews are great.
The reviews on that, when I read that book, the beginning story is me, the pregnancy, the college football player. I mean, the football player that was headed off to college, the baby, mm-hmm. the deciding to be grown and just be like, we're gonna take care of this baby. Leaving both parents, him leaving his parents, I'm leaving my parents, and that story was me. Yes. So it was me in the beginning stages of our lives, and everything from the college scholarship, everything was exactly the same. And I remember reaching out to you, and I was like, "Are you Like, I didn't tell you none of this, but this story is about me. And I think, although in your eyes, it may have been like not getting there as fast as quickly,
but
it's
it's getting
because
there.
it's a book that's gonna get there.
Yep.
It's gonna get there on its own pace. And just like in symbolic to the book, it that book needs to grow up. That book needs to be in stages. That book needs to be taken in stages.
Yep.
And so instead of you just thinking that it needs to read that book now, it's not one of those.
Yes,
Let
it's
that
not.
book become every in each stage, and let that book graduate.
Yes.
Let that book get there, because it will. It
Yes.
will. We saw it. We are seeing it get there.
Baby,
And
it
the
is.
reviews on that book nobody has no complaints. Nobody has no complaints on that book.
And I
And
love
I told that book is just that book is one, it was needed for your catalog to show your versatility, to show
Yes.
that you can go here and go there. Two, that book is touching and heartfelt. And although it's just it's needed,
It's
it's
needed.
needed, it's
Yes.
needed. And one thing about a book like that, a reader also got to be in a place to be mentally ready.
Yes.
Just like Sinful, you got to be mentally ready. You don't know what you're gonna get. Like, you have to be mentally, when we pick up these books, although we reading and then I listen. So listening and reading, sometimes I caught myself, it was one book and it had chanting and stuff going on in it. Well, let me tell you something. If I'm listening to the book and the chanting is going on and I'm not reading the chanting, and the chanting is what's going on, it went right into my ear gate. Right? The chanting. And I don't have a clue what they chanting about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, it's those stories, but that book is needed, and I think that it's gonna get the attention that it deserves, the recognition that it deserves, and it's already is. It's people that love that book. It is no complaints on that book whatsoever.
It's
so
not.
let that book graduate. Let that book marinate and let that book graduate. I feel like that. So, Kendra, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, I'm about to have my own classroom site. I should be graduating a year and a half, or maybe a year, depends on how fast I go. So hopefully I have a classroom. Hopefully I'm married. We're waiting to, till after I graduate, because that's something that I wanted to do. But life is too short, so I'm thinking about pushing it up. I do want a family. I'm the only child, and I would love a child. I'm a cat mom. My first baby, I had him since for 15 years. My son BJ, I wrote about in the book. He went on to glory, but I have the memories, and I got this badass cat named Pepper. Sleep. She bad as hell. But I hope in 5 years I'm writing more books if I have the voice to do so. I'm gonna say this to you. You would not get a Kendra Necole book if I have nothing to say. I will retire respectfully the right way before I put out anything that I don't stand by. And so hopefully I'm still writing books, teacher or mom. You never know. I'm hoping a little bit of money, something. But most of all, just bless in my riches. God is blessing me in the midst of my battles and my storms, in the midst of writing has took me out of my depression. It took me out of my depression. It would have been no Kendra Necole if God didn't put his arms around me. And so in 5 years, I hope my spiritual understanding is more stronger than it is yesterday than it is today. I do want that.
That's amazing. I'm with that. And guys, that is Kendra Necole. Again, listen to me. I have a message. So Kendra Necole came out with A Sinful Mind. And A Sinful Mind is now on Audible. And to get the exclusive drop that I will be dropping after this podcast, it will be inside of Between the Pages. So, Kendra, how do you feel about coming to Audible?
Baby, I almost messed my opportunity up. Shit, I thought that email was fake.
No, you
This
didn't, girl.
this woman sent me this email. I said, why she playing with me? Shit don't happen to good people. I was reading that email and I sent it to somebody, and somebody said, Kendra, that's not fake, that's real. Oh shit, let me call her. And so I did. And I love the way she talked to me. She didn't talk at me, she talked to me. And she knew I was new to this, but she knew I wasn't new to the business. And I understand that I'm an underdog, but don't treat me like that. Treat me with respect. And I loved her conversation with me. And the way we went over the conversation, she made me feel like she was going to do right by my baby. And I love her for that. The conversation went well, and it's coming out December 2nd or the 5th. So I'll let you know, get a clearer date. You can pre-order A Sinful Mind. I know everybody has a different reason why they love. Some people love audio, some people haven't tried it, some people may don't like it. Depends on it. So I still say try to give it a try. And right now audio is having a deal, and so $4.99 you can get that. It's cheap. I'm telling y'all right now to get that for you can listen to Sinful. And I'm gonna break an exclusive right now. Since we're talking about the audio, A Sinful Mind Christmas will be also getting the audio book. I secured that deal today. Two of them.
Yes, exclusive on Between the Pages. Yes.
So that's coming in.
What's up? Look, Kendra Necole, the brand is going places. It is going places, Kendra. And I'm super proud of you. I'm super proud of you. You know, you a dope person at heart. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. Listen, so you said we can pre-order. Will anybody be coming back?
Oh hell. Now everybody loving a little Sydney, but Sydney a little fun. Let me tell y'all something. They won't come back right away until I do some other books that's coming. But I got this banger that's coming. And I think that we're gonna all enjoy it. I'm going back to my roots with this. And that's called that urban fiction roots. Queen Pen. Bomb.
Yes.
I think she's gonna be dope. But I will have her, and I'm thinking about sitting and the rest of them damn. They got about 7 of them.
Yes. All right. All right, guys. Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? All right. Tonight we had Kendra Necole on Between the Pages. We turned the pages of her life, and we also dived in to get her the scoop on her newest release, A Sinful Christmas, which is out now on Amazon. So please download and read. Thank you. Huh?
I got tuition to pay. Go ahead and read that. Go ahead.
Read the book. Thank you, guys, and thank you for joining us. And we'll see you we'll see you Monday with Author 9.
Yeah.